you ever heard that term, looking for love in all the wrong places? Well, apparently Vice President JD Vance is worried about love being found in the wrong places as well, like Tinder, Hinge, or Bumble. The VP is so concerned about dating apps that he brought the issue up with the Pope. According to Vance, the dating apps are probably more destructive than we fully appreciate. So does the VP have a valid point, or is he just making it all up? Joining us to discuss this and so much more is celebrity matchmaker and founder of Luma Luxury Matchmaking, April Davis, joining us right here on the Live Zone. Good to see you, April. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday to you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, but of course. So, April, what gives? Does the Vice President have a valid concern with regard to dating apps and them being somewhat destructive?
Yeah, not just the vice president. I would say a lot of people with populations decreasing, people are not dating, they're not getting married. I mean, it's concerning for a lot of people. And I think social media, it's also COVID, all these reasons why people are not getting together in person. And also, I think people are just in general kind of scared. There's so much argument, people arguing online, and just like there was the whole Me Too movement. So men are afraid to make the first move, and they're just not really getting together and creating those real connections. They're looking to their devices to fill that void.
Yeah. So, April, correct me if I'm wrong, but nowadays, I would argue that the majority of folks find love via dating apps. And now, back in my time, it wasn't cool, but now it's the thing to do, right? And so, with that being said, what message do you want to send to folks that are saying, well, hey, I still want to find love, and I don't want to be destructive at the same time?
Yeah, the apps are one of the biggest ways that people find each other, but actually the best way to find someone is through someone else, whether it's your friends, family, it's a mutual connection. And of course, matchmakers exist, so they can help people with this as well. But I think that, people ultimately, they just have to make the decision that that's what they want and be open to it and, go after it, just like anything else in life that you want.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to revert to alcohol. You're like, what are you talking about, guy? What I mean is they say everything is okay in moderation. We know, by the definition, it is a poison for one's body. And so with that being said, if we're now saying that dating apps are destructive, should we still use them or use them in moderation?
Well, I meet a lot of people that have used them and are burnt out by them, have, had a lot of issues. There's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of bots. Now with AI, it's just become less and less personalized. And also there's a class action lawsuit against some of the biggest dating apps because people are realizing they're not there to help facilitate creating relationships. They're there to keep you on the site. And, they're monetarily incentivized in order to do so. So people are realizing that, yeah, they've been tricked, they've been duped. They're not, actually, maybe those profiles aren't even real people, and that's the challenge with the dating apps. Yes, they do. Some people do meet from the dating apps, but it's a small minority. And what tends to happen is people just change their mindset around dating, where they look for the apps, or they're looking for somebody that fits these criteria. And because there's so many options, it actually makes people less happy and less likely to find that person that they actually can be in a real relationship with.
April, what do you foresee happening in the future? Will these dating apps get better, or are they going to get worse?
I think people are they already are having the people move away from the apps. There's less and less users on them as people have been just burnt by them, quite frankly. And I think that there's going to become more and more in-person ways to meet people. That's definitely in demand right now. People want to find that connection, that community. They're realizing that it's lacking, and so they're finding ways to make it happen. But it's still always going to be a challenge to get people away from their devices because we're addicted to them. It's so easy to get just sucked into them and just like start swiping on people. But at the end of the day, I think we're humans and we need that social interaction and that connection, and people want it. So it's just, it comes down to choice. Are you willing to take the step and get off your couch and go out and meet people, or are you just going to be addicted to your device
Yeah, but you
ultimately?
know what? When you go out and meet people, we're just so used to doing this. This is kind of like how you meet somebody for the
Yeah.
first time. You're like with your head down, texting away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over the top for me. Let's end with this, and that is obviously you are a celebrity matchmaker, and I'm curious. I mean, you're dealing with high-end folks, and so do they have the same concerns that, let's say, the regular guy like me has with regard to dating apps and feeling comfortable on them and being able to communicate with a potential match?
Well, I would say a lot of people are really concerned with putting themselves out there on these apps and having their profile out there and not knowing who people are when they are supposedly going to meet them, because there are so many catfishers and just a lot of like scams out there, right? And people want their privacy. And so that's why they turn to maybe a matchmaker or maybe their network in order to help find their person, because they don't want to put themselves out there. Or imagine like a business owner, you don't want all your employees to see your profile out there on the app, and God forbid you like swipe right on somebody that you probably shouldn't have.
It hints
It
that
can be
Beyonce
embarrassing.
song, "To the Left, to the
Mhm.
Left." That's how I figured a lot of folks will swipe that way as well. April, folks want to find out more information about your organization. How would one go about to do so?
They can go to lumasearch.com, Luma search.com, and fill out the profile form.
Easy as one, two, three. Yet again, we have been speaking with April Davis. She is the celebrity matchmaker and founder of Luma Luxury Matchmaking, and kind enough to join us right here on the Live Zone. Good to see you, April. Make it a great day.
Thanks, you as well.